It's Henry.
After a mix-up on the telephone, I accidentally went on holiday with the wrong girl.
Right, Lee's team.
Was this recently?
Not recently, but near enough to be slightly embarrassing.
OK.
It was early 1979.
Early 1979.
And
that's fairly recently, is it? Blimey. I'm glad this story wasn't a long time ago. It would have been in the 1640s. So, who did you think you were phoning?
That's none of your business, but...
Okay. Were you going out with her at the time? Was she your girlfriend? Was she a sort of on...
She was a lady I had met in Sydney.
What was the circumstance that meant that you ended up meeting this lady?
Well, I mean, if you're in another country like Australia for 5 months or nearly 5 months, there's always a chance you're going to meet a lady or two, isn't there?
I want to know, at any point during the phone call, did you realise you were speaking to the wrong woman?
No.
You never realised?
It was quite late at night, I have to admit, and I probably had a thimble or two of wine, so
right.
I wasn't actually into the business of dissecting voices.
And the reason you were calling was to say, come on holiday with me.
Well, it was more specific than that, actually. It was to say, would you like to come and spend 3 or 4 days with me the weekend after next in Monte Carlo?
Oh!
Wow. I'd say yes.
So this girl that's answered, have you ever met this other girl, the one that you're now phoning?
Yes.
Who was this girl? Another sort of...
Not a matter I'm prepared to discuss
Right.
with an almost total stranger.
Got you, right. So, just to clarify, you're sleeping with both of these women?
Can I ask, is that a question or a statement?
It's definitely a statement. We
A
all
statement.
know. We're all reading
In which
between
case
the
I
lines.
can ignore it.
Exactly.
Yes.
You've got this other woman's phone number. Now, you've phoned her up. Woman number 2 answers the phone. How long does the conversation go on where you think it's woman number 1?
Oh, it went on for 7 or 8 minutes.
OK. So when you put the phone down, you believe that you have now arranged a holiday with what you think is woman number 1. Is that correct?
You're getting better and better at
Right.
this.
Now, when is the next time you speak to woman number 2?
I went, in fact, 10 days later to Heathrow, and you know how it takes. You get there and you meet someone. I'm sure everyone here will understand exactly what I'm saying. And you see people come through and you wait forever and you look at the wretched board that says the thing has landed. And you wait and wait and wait, and no one came at all. No tall, voluptuous blonde. I couldn't see anything like that. And then I did see a rather... I don't mean the word dumpy in an uncomfortable way. Maybe that's slightly the wrong word. Brunette there, and I said she walked through.
No, sorry, dumpy's the wrong word. I meant brunette. That's not going to wash.
And she walked through, and I suddenly thought there was something vaguely familiar about her. And she looked up and looked at me and recognised me. And I said to her, my dear old thing, what on earth are you doing here?
Oh, no! And she said, what are you doing here? I'm supposed to be meeting Jeffrey Boycott.
I said, my dear old thing, what on earth are you doing here? And she said to me, don't you remember ringing up and asking me to come to Monte Carlo for the weekend?
Oh, no.
And you know what was so awful?
God.
Was that I couldn't remember her name. And so what I did was I ran towards her to pick up her baggage. Not in order to be altruistic and help her, but in order to read her name on her label.
Henry, I just wondered, how was the weekend?
Interesting. It wasn't what I would call a Grand Prix weekend, exactly. We had one or two rather sort of unenforced pit stops.
So, what do you think, Lee?
Well,
Wow, this is an amazing... I hope it's true.
the Monte Carlo rings true for someone like
Oh,
that.
definitely, yeah. Well, look at his
Yeah.
jacket. I would have said Butlins.
So what are we going to say? I think it's
Lord.
true.
I think
Well,
it's true.
I think it's a lie, but I want it to be true, so I'm going to
Right.
say true.
All right, you're going to say it's true. Henry, was it true, or were you telling a lie?
I'm so excited.
It was true.
Yes, it's true. Henry did go on holiday with the wrong girl.